Okay, so today what we are looking at are pyramids. Pyramids. They are different from prisms. How? What do you notice different from the prisms that we were doing last week? What? Okay, yes, I see where you're going with that, but not exactly. Is your hand up or are you stretching? What? Well, you will have a base and a height on the bottom at some point because you need a base and a height on any shape to find the area, right? So we will have a base and a height on the bottom somewhere. Well, the difference here is we only have one base. We got one base. So if I was to draw the net on this, it would look like the base and then your sides. Whereas a triangular prism had 3 rectangular sides and then 2 bases that were triangles, right? So these were our bases on the triangular prism, whereas I got one base on my pyramid. Okay, so, but then we also have different types of pyramids. It just depends on whatever that base shape is. So this first one is a square pyramid. All right, so the first thing we got to do is find the area of that base. So what are the dimensions of the base? What's the base and the height of the base? Ooh, 15 and not 14. That 14 is going up the triangle. So what's my other dimension on the base? It's going to be 15, right? Because if they only give you one dimension, one measurement, that means it's square. The base is square, so it's 15 by 15, which is, Amir? 225. All right, then we got our triangles. Remember, anytime you're finding the area of a triangle, you need your half. So half times what is the base and the height of the triangles? What? Right. Remember, this side is also 15. So 15 and 14 are perpendicular. So it's 1/2 times 15 times 14. What do I get when I multiply those? Jose? Would you say 105? And all 4 triangles will be the same, won't they? So you don't really have to write them all in. Okay. 105, 105, 105. You could have just done 105 times 4, right? And then added it to my 225. So what do we get when we put these all together? 645. And that is square meters. Make sense? Alrighty. What about number 2? So it says bottom triangle. We're going to start with the bottom triangle, the one we're sitting on. What do I have to do to find the area of that bottom triangle? Is this triangle right here. What do I have to do? Any triangle, what do I do to start with? No? 0.5 or 1/2, right? So we're going to go 1/2 times 26 times 22.5. Because you can see that those are perpendicular on the base, right? Okay, what is that, Mir? 292.5. All right, side triangles then. We still got to do a half, right? Always on triangles. What's the base and the height of the side triangles? Those are right. It's this one right here, and they happen to be the same, right? Because they're both 22.5s. So 26 times 22.5. So that's going to be a 292.5 again. And then that's for all three sides. And notice I only have three sides on this because the bottom is a triangle, right? Since the bottom's a triangle, there's only going to be three triangles around the sides. So in this case, since my bottom triangle is the same as my side triangles, I could have just done 292.5 times 4, couldn't I? Otherwise, if they were different, I'd have to add them up. What do I get when I put them all together then, Amir? You said 1,100? 70 square yards. Make sense? All right. And then the last one, you have a wonderful, what type of pyramid is this? What would I call this? What do you think? Hexagonal pyramid or hexagonal pyramid, however you want to put your emphasis on the hexagon part of it. So we still start with finding the area of my hexagon. So we got to break that hexagon up into triangles, right? Find the area of one triangle. So how do I find the area of one triangle on that base? I'm going to go 1/2 times what? What's the base and the height of each individual triangle on the base? LJ, you know? Excelente. Right, 9 and 7.8, because you can see that that is on the bottom, which is a hexagon. Why is there another blank? Excellent, yes. Because remember, when you're breaking this up into triangles, a hexagon will end up with 6 triangles. So we got to multiply by 6. So 1/2 times 9 times 7.8 times 6 is what, Amir? 210.6. All right. So now we would have triangles off of each of those. The nice thing about that is they're all going to be the same, aren't they? So what are the dimensions of those triangles on the sides? We're going to do 1/2. Some people still forgetting to use a half on triangles, or they were trying to use the half on rectangular shapes, and you can't. Half is only involved with triangles. So what's the base and the height of the side triangles, Lorelai? 9 and 18. So 1/2 times 9 times 18 is 81. I could write that down 6 times if I want, or you could have just did 81 times 6, right? And then added whatever that is to my 210. So when I put these all together, what do I get? Amir? 696.6. Is that correct, everybody? Everybody should be punching in their calculator so you know what you're doing. And also let us know if we make mistakes as we're going. So the only difference here is when we break this up into shapes, we're dealing with more triangles than we are rectangles, right? Because the pyramid has one base, prisms have 2 bases. Our sides on this are all triangles. Questions? All righty then. It's homework time.